Deadass almost just died. Woo! Okay. Multitasking out here. So, this should be fun. So I wanted to take this video a different approach than the way I took it last time. Last time I gave you tips. This time I want to give you an insight of what I think while I'm streaming and what other people who have my problem think about while they're streaming. At some point in this video, maybe I'll give you guys tips. Maybe I will just give you guys some shared experiences that I know that a lot of people with my problem share, and winging it. So here's the deal, right? Twitch has a very diverse audience, right? That's not a new fact. Everyone tends to know that, right? It's also a pretty common fact that most of the people who, not even just streamers or viewers, most of the time it's gamers in general, deal with some kind of social anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, really anything you can think of. And I know for a fact that I'm not alone, that there is a huge stigma when it comes to that. It may not so much be on the people who don't really experience it, but on the people who do experience the things that those people, me included, deal with. The stigma is pretty, it's kind of like a large shadow. It really is. So I guess what I kind of hope I get out of this video is that I give people like a more of a understanding of what goes through our minds. Or if you're someone who's in that category who just doesn't really know what their future with Twitch could and or might be, they get some kind of relief out of it. You know, a lot of people who are in this kind of category think that they're alone, but they're really not. Like, everyone thinks that their current situation is completely unique. A lot of times it's not. Granted, there are some people who have completely different situations, right? Straight up outlandish situations, right? Completely different, and I understand that. But a lot of times, there's just a lot of people who are just generally just socially awkward, right? And this is where I want to start first. So here's the thing. Us socially awkward folks, you know what I'm saying? We are not very good at talking to people. Some might think, well, you're in the wrong business there, bud. But, you know, it's what we want to do. And it's for a lot of people, it's therapy, right? To a lot of people, this is a lot more than a chance to make money. For a lot of people, this is a chance to better themselves as a person, try to break out of a lot of bad habits they are having in IRL situations, and really just a chance to just, you know, game out and have fun. You know what I mean? Hang out with friends, meet new people. So a lot of people with this problem tend to always think that while they're streaming, there's always someone out there judging them, and there always is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. There is always someone out there judging you no matter who you are, whether it's positively judging or negatively judging. Now, to be fair, the people that have this kind of problem are more concerned with the negative judging, but people like me, they're actually concerned with the positive judging too. People who don't have this problem, you have to understand, there's a lot of things that run through our minds, right? If you're anything like me in my type of personality, you feel like that you don't want to come off as fake. You want to come off as being overly frantic. You don't want to come off as anything, right? And it's weird because, like, when you think about it, there's actually just so many people that are there genuinely because they like you as a person, but you're still sitting there thinking that maybe you're going to come off as maybe fake. You're going to come off as whatever. If you're someone with this problem, you kind of just have to come to the conclusion that people aren't always negatively judging you, right? Like, they're not always negatively judging you. The biggest thing that I think you could do as a person to try to better yourself as both a streamer to a person with a problem that you're trying to fix, which is in your case being socially awkward or social anxiety or whatever it might be, simply just try to analyze yourself. Don't listen to what other people are saying. Oh, okay, my bad. Hi everyone, this is future me. I did not mean to say ignore everyone. Don't ignore all feedback and criticism, but only ignore unconstructive criticism. Make sense? Cool. Back to the video. Instead, analyze what you see in your VODs, what you see while you're streaming, etc., and try to just better yourself off of that. You know, you're like Twitch is a platform where you're gonna find just generally so much hate, so much trolls, and honestly, the biggest part, you're gonna find a lot of love. That's gonna be the part that should outweigh all the negatives. There shouldn't be any kind of just like bad thoughts in your brain about things. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't criticize your own content or you as a person when you're trying to stream, but don't let it be the driving factor in what decides whether or not your future is bright or not on this platform. Sorry, I'm over here talking to people in my Twitch chat while I'm doing this video right now, so. Talk about scatterbrain. While we're on the subject, if you guys want to stop by my Twitch channel at any point, feel free to go down to the link below. You know, and that's why Twitch is a lot harder for people with this problem. You know, you have people on YouTube who can try to fake these kind of personalities that they don't seem like that they're the way that they are. In my opinion, that's what makes being a YouTuber generally a little bit easier than being a Twitch streamer, because those tendencies that you have while you're live don't really show off while you're YouTubing. If you guys knew how many takes I've done of this already, and we're only like probably about 2 minutes in, you'd be astounded. You know, I can't think straight when I'm talking in these videos. I'm like, I don't have sticky notes up or anything like that. I'm spitballing. You know what I mean? Like, so what do you do on Twitch? guess I'll go die. No. Listen, Linda. Practice makes perfect. I'm telling you. Whether or not you're actually streaming or you're trying to record yourself, practice makes perfect, right? I've streamed on and off for 4 years. I don't want to say I have the most practice, because obviously that's not true. But if you guys had saw me 4 years ago as to where I stream now, there is a night and day difference. And that's because of a few things. The amount of time I've actually streamed and the amount of time I've actually tried practicing my stream while I was recording. Honestly, give it a shot. It helps. It does. It does tremendous amounts the more that you do it. If you are uncomfortable as a streamer, people are gonna notice. You know what I mean? And I've been there countless times. And really, it's just all about getting right back into your comfortable zone. I like to get up out of my room and walk around when I'm starting to feel like very anxious about something, walk out for like a minute and then come back. Nothing ever happened. Say I'm gonna get some water and then come back. Honestly, it's anything to get you out of whatever kind of stressful situation that you feel like you're in while you're in your streaming environment. Because at the end of the day, and I'm gonna be completely upfront and honest with you about this, you cannot do that forever. You cannot keep yourself in that position forever. It's gonna, one, potentially kill your vibe for streaming. Two, it's gonna put you in a bad mental state after a while, more than likely, because I've seen it happen before, and it's happened to me before as well. And three, yeah, I don't have a three. But like I said, the key thing is to put yourself in a comfortable area where you can feel like you're good to go. From what I've experienced as myself as a streamer and as a viewer, and from what I've seen from other people, it is really good to set some goals while you're streaming. Let your chat in on it. It might be a fun game. Who knows? Say if your problem is looking too awkwardly at the camera, like I have also seen that before, ask your chat to count how many times you look at the camera. That's what you have commands for. Keep a cool little nifty counter in your command section, and then see how many times you do it just for the day. And then the next day, try to work on doing that better each and every time, so you do it less and less and less, and eventually you could break a habit. But it's all about goals and what you want to get out of streaming, whether it be you want to be a full-time streamer, you want to make it a job, etc., or you're just looking to break habits, like I said. It's really all about what you want to get out of it and what you put into it to help. Now we've gone over what the streamer goes through while streaming. Let's go through what the viewer goes through in someone who has these kind of problems streams. What is the one thing that keeps you in somebody's stream as a viewer? Go ahead and type that in the comments below and I will wait. You good? Cool. As a personality? Lit. Me too. So, personality, right? And this goes differently for a lot of people, right? And obviously there's exceptions to every rule, right? Like you can be a complete god at a game, or you can be absolutely hilarious, or, you know, whatever. There's a plethora of different, variations to this rule. Most of the time, it would be personality for most people. In fact, my buddy ran a poll the other day, unofficial Twitter poll, I know. He asked a group of people on Twitter, what is the one thing that keeps people on a stream? And about 80% of them said personality. So that's my research. Shout out to Casper the Spicy Ghost. Love you, BB. You know, this is the beautiful thing about content creation in general. There is a personality preference for everyone, dude. So what is the best thing you can do to try to find that niche of a community that you think that you might be a part of? Honestly, just be genuine. Be who you are. Remember the thing I was talking about earlier where you think people are thinking that you're fake, but you're actually not fake because you're not thinking that you're fake? What? Yeah, that still applies here. Don't try to fake who you are. If one of your end goals is to try to build a community of people who are like you and they accept you who you are, why not be who you are? Because to be completely frank, not all viewers are looking to be entertained. In fact, a lot are just looking for friends. The less fake that you are and the more genuine that you are to yourself, the easier it's gonna be for you to find a community. At least one that you enjoy being around. And if this seems like general stuff that I'm telling you, then good, you should probably apply it. Seems kind of pointless to make a video about it, right? But people seem to experience these problems because they don't have anyone to kind of side with them. People want to stream, but they don't have someone to look up to who experiences these problems to learn from. You know, I wish I had someone 4 years ago to try to at least guide me through these problems I was having. You know, there's a whole new generation of streamers / gamers that are actually more socially awkward than the current generation is. One thing I also want to get out there is that this is not just a guide to completely just stream with your social anxiety while not trying to fix the problem at all. Because obviously it's a problem in itself, right? Which typically stems from not having enough social interaction with people. So what's the next thing I'm going to tell you? Try to get around more people. I get it. It's scary. I really do. You're afraid of saying the wrong things. You're afraid of being judged. I get it. Trust me. I get it. At the end of the day, there's not really going to be any other option other than to try to do that and try to embrace the fact that you're awkward. Honestly, it's nothing to be ashamed of. That's you do you, boo-boo. In fact, this is another thing. People who have these kind of tendencies of social awkwardness, etc., a lot of them tend to actually have some pretty cool talents that people don't really know about. or they have interesting stories that they've experienced throughout life, etc. And you know, it just takes getting into that person's shell to try to get it out of them, really. So besides the whole Twitch streaming social anxiety thing, right? I would recommend just trying to be a little bit more social. You know, if you're still in school, try to do some after school activities, really anything. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really sure where this entire video is going, just because like I spitballed the entire thing. So hopefully everything I said made a little bit of sense. Should probably write this stuff down in the future. Oh wait. Yeah guys, that's honestly it. I did kind of just feel a need to make this video instead of the last video that I made, because it was kind of like very vague, the last one I made. Probably gonna take that one down, actually, as soon as I upload this one at least. So yeah, hopefully this helped you out, guys. If it did, feel free to leave a comment below, leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. And like I said, if you guys have any questions about anything in the future, feel free to join my Discord. It'll be down in the description below. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I do appreciate it. If you guys like the video and you guys want videos like this in the future, leave a comment down below and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more like this in the future. And yeah, deuces.